Hi, my name is Jason Brown. I was youth pastor at the Winona Lake Grace Brethren Church from around 1996 to around 1999, where I left the ministry in the very capable hands of the regal and august Pastor Tim Wright. Over the past 10 years, I've still been involved in youth ministry, ministering to teens and their families. We are currently down in Sebring, Florida, where I also served as Executive Director of Youth for Christ, overseeing a ministry to 12,000 students. I have many fond memories of the Winona Lake Grace Brethren Church. Some of the earliest I can remember being yelled at by Prof. Snyder, who thought I was a student skateboarding on church property. But then I remember being yelled at by Prof. Snyder because he knew I was a youth pastor skateboarding on church property. But let's see, great meetings with Dave Rank, Bruce Barlow, Pastor John T-Van. Great times with our youth staff that many of them still are serving as volunteer youth staff there in the ministry. If there's one confession that I'd like to make, I believe it was during that short amount of time that I served there that we broke the revolving floor, and I've held that over a decade, that confession. So I now that you're redoing the entire youth ministry building, I think that can be brought out into the open. But if there's one thing that the youth ministry at Winona Lake Grace Brethren Church has always been, it's been a well for people to come and find living water. I'm reminded of the first part of John chapter 4, when Jesus found out that the Pharisees were counting. It became all about numbers, and it says that he left and he traveled through Samaria, and he found a well. It was Jacob's well. He merely sat down by the well and waited for the Samaritan woman to come, and her testimony was the one that brought the village to Jesus. And that's how God has, or I've been able to see how God's used the Winona Lake Grace Brethren Church and the youth ministry in so many ways, in that very fashion, as a well for people to find and connect with Jesus, and to know and come to understand His grace. So I'm excited to hear all the good things that are going on at the church, and we love you guys. My wife Andrea and I, we now have 4 children, and let's see, during my time there at Winona Lake, we lived in a chicken coop, which our house is probably no bigger than the chicken coop, but it's a whole lot louder right now. But anyway, we're having a lot of fun down here in Florida, but it is very cool to hear about all the good stuff going on up there in Winona Lake. Look forward to seeing pictures of the new youth room, and I'm wondering if it's in the budget to either repair, or it would make me feel a lot better if the teens did have a revolving floor, because that was a blast. But anyway, God bless you guys, and look forward to seeing all the good stuff come to completion. Bye-bye.